I know, you want to work. Okay, so now we have a loaded clicker. And we have a box. This game is on PetNet. It's called 101 Things to Do with a Box. There's a few variations on it. I'm going to put it down because she's too curious already. The goal here is to teach a dog to offer behaviors. Like this is offering a behavior. She wants the game to start because she knows that if she does something I like, I start clicking. This is the power of positive reinforcement and shaping, which is what we're doing right now. And you can do this with a yes, not always the clicker. The reason I like using clicker for people is because they get better timing often than when they use verbal. They often become more aware of their movements and how they're communicating. And it takes a little bit of an effort for a good trainer to teach a pet parent to do clicker. But it is worth it. I have seen much better understanding in training from my pet parents after introducing them to various clicker games. And also the power is that the dog now learns that she's in control. My puppy here is a little shy, a little spastic sometimes, and not always the best confidence. When I teach her that she's in control over things, like right now she's mending, she's telling me don't stop petting. And I let her mend, or demand if you will. And it makes dogs much less scared, or any animal for that matter. And shaping in that is part of building that capacity up. So the goal here is to get it to do as much as she wants to do with the box. And I'm tricking her into thinking it's her idea, of course. And if she starts repeating a behavior more than 3 times, I stop clicking for that behavior. So now she has to figure out something else what I want her to do. And she's never done the box game before. She's done clicker and targeting and similar behaviors, but never has she done the box game. So this is new for her. Good girl. So she glanced at it. That's a cookie. She glanced at it again. She touched it. That's a cookie. She put her nose a little bit in. I'm going to see if I'm going to just do this way so I can see your face. Good girl. So now cheated a little bit. Good girl. So I clicked too slow there. I clicked when she accidentally turned back towards me. So now she's glanced at it 3 times. So now I'm not clicking. She walked towards it, put her nose towards in. Good girl. So even small behaviors like that, where it's just a good girl. I'm going to give her 2 for that one because she touched it. Because she can be a little nervous of new stuff, especially when it makes noises. So she touched it with her paw here, but she lay down. Now she touched it with her nose. Touch with her nose again. And that's the 3rd touch. That's just interacting with me, not the box. And now she's pushing on it. So she's going to get a little frustrated, so I'm saying I'm going to click 1 more time for it. Because I don't want to make her too frustrated, if then you get that. So that was my fault. I knew it was coming. I should have clicked for the nose touch. So I'm going to wait her out. I'm not going to prompt her. Frustration whine. She's famous for those. So I'm helping her a little bit now. Yay! You can verbally cheer. So she easier understand what object I really wanted to work with. She's trying to work with me. I wanted to work with a box. Good girl. Yeah. Yes. Oh, it's okay. Good puppy. I'm going to jackpot for that one because it was a little scary. But it was very scary. Okay. I'm going to put it up again. And that's what I'm talking about, that she's nervous. And she spooked herself, but, you know, she'll get over it. Hopefully, this week. Good girl. She's like, that box is stupid. Like, one little chicken, now she's sitting behind me, hiding on the dog bed. So I'm going to click for her approaching it. She glanced at it. I should have clicked there. That was my bad. She's like, I'm over this game now. That's what she's saying. Good girl. She's walking around it, so I'm going to quickly reward that a lot. Because the higher reinforcement rate, yes, good girl, that she gets around this scary object now, the more she'll start liking it again, even against her will. Good girl. Her nose faced towards the box. So I'm actually going to reward that. You have muddy paws. Now she's trying to touch me. Girl. You can see she's slunk by the box. Trouble. Over here. Come on. And you want to try to feed in position. Because the position they get fed in is the position they will remember. So it's an important part of this. And also goes to show that even if I had a smaller box, I still would have spooked. And I thought I picked a small box. Apparently I didn't pick small enough. Yes, good girl. So now I'm gonna super jackpot. That's one click and many treats because she almost touched it. There, drop that. Good girl. That was me slow on the click because I was still reloading. I should have thrown a piece and taken the box up. But I don't want to move it too much right now because then she might get more nervous of it. She's hiding behind me again with the ball. She's complaining. That's what we call it. It's a frustration one. She's nervous and she wants to work and she's a little too scared to work. So I'm gonna cut this here soon because I don't want her to feel forced because she wants to work. So technically right now she's being forced to work with the box even though she's not fully comfortable. And that means that I'm right now being aversive. Good girl. She was going to take a step towards it, but I clicked before she did. She's like, can we play ball instead? If she comes up here towards the box, I'm going to click and I'm going to throw the ball because the ball is a bigger reinforcer for her than any treat in this world. Yay! Good girl! There you go! Go get it! Yay! I'm going to click for bringing it back. Yay! Good girl! Now she's trying to offer behavior. I think she's out of screen. So she's going to get a click, but not a throw this time. So for example, she's more, yes, good job. She's more comfortable with the ball. So by the way, a reset when you have to reload. Throw a treat, pick the item up. I'm picking up very gently as you can see. Put your hand in the pouch, reload, the game restarts. And normally we wouldn't incorporate a ball, but playing for her relaxes her. So that creates a stronger and better association. Yay! With the scary box. Good girl. She's also very fine plastic bags, very aversive. Good girl. I almost got it to drop it in there. it's Cookie. And she's like, I scared myself, so she ran and hid. And that's okay. The goal with this is that the dog is allowed to disengage. I'm gonna restart this game in the future with her with a much smaller box, so if she knocks it over like she did, it's not as intimidating. I might also put a weight in the box to make sure that she can put her paw on it and not be so scared. Yes, you're a good girl. Yes, you're a good girl. But this goes to show that even though you're careful and pick something small, if you have a sensitive dog, you have a sensitive dog, and we have to set it up accordingly. The pet parents might complain that it takes a few sessions sometimes, but you are the dog's advocate. And the dog will always tell you what they find aversive. Always. Yeah. Everything is scary sometimes when you're little. Oh, let's stop petting, I'm sorry. So always listen to the dog. Always be fair by them. Because if we scare them too much and we stress them out and we don't realize what we're doing, that's when we run the risk of creating an aggressive dog. And I know Petco trainers that have accidentally done it. And I know a lot of private trainers too, for that matter, so it's not just Petco trainers. But that's on our responsibility. You can take the eye book to make sure it doesn't happen. Okay. Oh, I sat too long.